Welcome to the Circle of Grace 1 as we open up with another tidbit of ancient wisdom for modern times. Using one of my channel books, The Wisdom of Akhenaten, as I am. I just did one earlier through Zoom. That was this one. And we used, I believe it was chapter number 5, which dealt with the always be aware of your divinity. So actually read from this particular chapter to give you some insight. Actually, just not so much teach it, but let you hear the words. This book took about 3 months to channel. There are actually no notes on paper for this. This was channeled in 2019 from end of June of 2019 all the way into the end of September, that I was able to type all of the information up into a proper form and put it into Amazon. You can purchase it as a paperback book for $11.11 or as a Kindle ebook for $7.77. So this is a very thin book, but a lot of potent information in here. Especially, this is a channeled remembrance of myself being known to Akhenaten, or Akhenaten calling me Amenetet. And so he talks about the path of the cobra, the gift of the blue flame, unconditional love and compassion and divine grace, and about the great I am presence as it flows from the great central sun. There's even a portion where I'm in my remembrance state of how selenite was being used. And selenite, the I am presence of selenite speaks in this book, which also leads to another book which I'm working on that deals with selenite. Hopefully I can be done with all of this lockdown energy that we're experiencing. But it's apropos to read this material and show you things from ancient times still work for today. We're, channeling and moving through this new earth vibration. So I'm going to read something from the companion book of Akhenaten, which is The Gift, the Wisdom of Nefertiti as I am. And this is also my remembrance being in that time with Nefertiti. This book, as you can see, is quite thin itself. It is the companion to the Akhenaten book. And The Gift also has 13 chapters, but you can only purchase it as a paperback book also for $11.11 on Amazon. So I want to just pull something here to share today, and hopefully what I read will be uplifting to those who hear it. And these chapters are very powerful, very sweet chapters. I want to share something that I feel is pretty potent, and that it can help uplift your spirit today. Whenever you're playing this video back, may it do that exactly for you. I want to just take a small portion of her book and share it with you. Quite warm in the apartment, but that's good. So I'm going to pick something here just for a moment, but I want you to receive it like a meditation. Receive it like a meditation. Because if you can do that, it will bring forth a stronger and more uplifting effect for you, so that you can experience the wisdom, you can experience the light. I'm just going to read a portion. This is from chapter 9, here on the screen, chapter 9, the I Am Solar Presence. And this is all channeled as well. So it says, the I Am Solar Presence dwells in you forever, even before you ever questioned if you ever had one. This is another name for God conscious self, soul, higher self, divine presence, and more. The I Am Solar Presence dwells in the heart of the great central sun. They both have that connection to the great central sun. Beloveds, you can travel home, quote unquote, travel home whenever you desire. So you don't have to wait till a point of transition. If you understand how to do what they call soul traveling, not astral traveling. Astral traveling is getting only within the astral belt around the planet. But going beyond, you can see yourself beyond, see yourself expand. Because according to their teachings, you chose to walk in like an ant because they're small, and you're hundreds and hundreds of sizes bigger than an ant, thousands of sizes, or in another part of the universe, the form that you're actually in is far bigger than this form. This form you're in is just like an ant to your other self. So she says the I am solar presence dwells in the heart of the great central sun. Beloveds, you can travel home whenever you desire. The most popular method is to soul travel. We are all a part of the great central sun and have its divine codes of light, which keeps us all intact. That's what's holding you together, the divine code, so you're not split up, so physically here. But there are other extensions of you, aspects of your divinity in other locations. This is because we have its essence within our being. We have the essence of the great central sun within our being. You only need to have 51% overall balanced throughout the petals of light, which are the chakras, and at least have the necessary calmness and be always centered within via the heart's petals of light. So you gotta flow from the heart, not from the mind. You have to flow from the heart. You can't think about it. You can observe through your eyes what you see before you, because something that you lock your attention onto stays in front of you, so that you can receive it, so you can feel the energy, feel something's presence. And the higher petals open and clear. Here are the following steps you must use in order to ensure you have a successful soul traveling experiences. You must have considerable amount of experience in doing the path of the Cobra. Now, the path of the Cobra appears in Akhenaten's book as chapter 6, so that it literally is done with ease and at will. There's an actual ritual of remembrance, but it's not a difficult one. It's a very easy one to utilize. You just have to practice it. You must have absolute knowledge and control to execute the four raiments of light. Now, the four raiments of light are in the gift. They're not in the Akhenaten book. She reveals, Nefertiti, beloved Nefertiti, reveals the four raiments of light and how to work with them. She says, without doubt and no fear within you. Also, do not make a frail or fearful command. In other words, don't be afraid to ask, but don't come out in a state of your ego demanding. Control your emotions and thoughts as well. You should be very comfortable utilizing the pillar of the blue flame. And she has in her book Methods 1 and 2. You should be able to successfully seal and shield your electromagnetic field immediately with one thought or 2 or 3 breaths, or the basic format with ease using only white light in the same manner of the four raiments of light. So that's here as well. Always use the ascension chamber along with the gift of the blue flame. What is the ascension chamber? You have one. It's within you. You just have to bring it up. If you can get your mind, the consciousness of your mind and heart into the great central sun, you have one there as well. That's your main one. She goes on to say, as everything that I have mentioned is a necessity for total success. So you have to get comfortable. It's just like when you're a baby and you're learning how to get your balance, right? Standing, learning how to get your balance. And once you get your balance, you know how a baby is, remember how you can just scoop, you can just run. Parents run after you, right? Because you got strength building up in your legs. You can motor yourself, right? But what it is that you have balance. You know how everything starts to work together. As you use more of these last two, you shall begin. That means the ascension chamber, the white light energy, the gift of the blue flame. As you begin to increase the blue flame within your electromagnetic energy field around your body and take on the hue of the great central sun. So many people think the hue of the great central sun is white or gold or whatever, but it isn't. Get the book and you'll find out what it is. You'll piece it together. If it's meant for you to remember, you will pick it up. As we often have shared with all of our candidates, initiates, and adepts, you can travel home into the heart of the great central sun, or as she says here, in the heart of the central sun, and other destinations amongst the celestials, as well as communicate with them while being in true alignment. You have to communicate, but you can only do it by being in true alignment, being at one, and attunement with infinite divine laws. Things are set up in an orderly fashion. You just don't come busting through and I'm here. You pay attention to the laws, the universal divine laws that are infinite, founded on the laws of absolute, unconditional love under divine grace. Those divine laws, founded under what? And on the laws of absolute, not wavering, absolute, meaning intact, unconditional love under divine grace. Because divine grace uplifts you out of any situation. Divine grace might be the angel that leads you home through a situation, actually trying to take you home physically. When it's your time, it's your time. When you have done your job, you may not understand that you have done your job. You've done all that you can do, and then you're released. So now Nefertiti comes with a poetic flow. This is very much like your meditation. So take a deep breath. Fill up the cavity of the lungs, the lower, the middle, and upper. If you want to bring more air into the lungs, raise your shoulders a little. You feel a little bit of cool air passing in, and then let it out. Be like a yogi, like a baby. The abdomen around the navel falls forward, pushes forward as you inhale, bringing more air into the lungs. As it draws back in, the breath is like an arrow. Beloveds, let the triune laws of divine providence be as one in you. I'll say that again. Beloveds, you look to be loved, but you have to issue love. So they call you beloveds. Let the triune laws of divine providence be as one in you. Let thy sacred spirit create sacred patterns in you as you. Allow that to come up in your remembrance. Sacred spirit creating sacred patterns in you as you. The sweetness of your divine wisdom, the sweetness of it, that's a blessing, is the nectar of the one. The sweetness of your divine wisdom becomes your nectar of the one. When you sip it, you become the divine remedy for all. Sip it means you taste it, but you don't gulp it down. You let it come through your body in its entirety. Embrace thy gifts and balance the ego. You got to balance the ego. We might appear to be different in appearance, but we are always one. Separation is an illusion. We are the Alpha and the Omega. We are never-ending creation. We have always been co-creators and co-partners. We live across all timelines. That's what's important now. Create a timeline, a new timeline for yourself. Get together with your loved ones and agree to a new timeline for yourselves. Project that unconditional love into the universe, not just for you, but for the highest good of all. See, the spirit of divine grace come in. We live across all timelines and in all multi-universes. We are all dancing in the light of one grace. We are ageless and timeless. We are free, eternal, and always supernal. We are the DNA, and this, the divine nature activated. It's already awakened, it's already moving forward. Yes, beloveds, we are always one. So I know you heard me teaching through it. Now take it in as a meditation. Beloveds, let the divine be with you. I'm asking you, let your divine presence be with you. Beloveds, let the triune laws of divine providence be as one in you. Let thy sacred spirit create sacred patterns in you as you. The sweetness of your divine wisdom is the nectar of the one. When you sip it, you become the divine remedy for all. Embrace thy gifts and balance thy ego. We might appear to be different in appearance, but we are always one. Separation is an illusion. We are the Alpha and the Omega. We are a never-ending creation. We have always been co-creators and co-partners. We have always been there. You're not creating necessarily by yourself. There's other energies, other beings with you. We live across all timelines and in all multi-universes. We are all dancing in the light of one grace. We are ageless and timeless. We are free, eternal, and always supernal. We are the DNA, divine nature activated. Yes, beloveds, we are always one. If you'd like to be in touch with me, you can simply email me at iam.circleofgrace with the number 1 at the end at gmail.com. And I'll answer your questions and your comments. If you live out here in the state of New Mexico, the city of Albuquerque, Los Lunas, or in other locations, I work through resident essentials as well. And getting ready to put together an online class, a weekend class, a Saturday class of about 90 minutes to 2 hours, talking about color breathing and giving you some meditation exercises that you can work with through your heart chakra, your solar plexus, the crown, to help you remember the base of the skull. So my grace is your grace. I'm Brother Francis E. Revels Bey. I'm the founder of my own spiritual metaphysical ministry in honor of my late mother, Mother Grace V. Delaney Revels, who always wanted to have a spiritual center, but she passed too soon. Anyway, my grace is your grace. It was founded on July 2nd, 1999 AD under the aegis and the anointing of the angel of grace through divine providence. As its own metaphysical and spiritual institute called the Circle of Divine Grace and Remembrance, founded by myself as well, on February the 7th, 2009. So, if you'd like to be in touch, just give me a shout out in the email. Again, my email contact is iam.circleofgrace with the number 1 at the end at gmail.com. I'll get back in touch with you just as soon as I can. Until next time, remember that divine grace is a blessing as we are alive and well in the age of remembrance. Thank you so much for joining me. See you real soon.